Alright guys, so we're going to get started. Let's have some beer. How's it going? We're back for another episode. I'm here with my friends John and Justin. And we're actually going to try a beer today and give you a little bit of an idea of what it tastes like. Now, about a week or so ago, my brother was kind enough to bring me back a growler from Hangar 24 Brewery up in Redlands. It's called a wet hop IPA, and they actually only make it about once a year. They do not sell it in stores. And if you know me well, you know I love my IPAs. So we're going to go ahead and try that out today. The ABV is 5.9%. All right, we ready to crack this bad boy open?
Crack it open. Now, being the rookie in the room, what does a wet hop IPA mean?
Wet hop IPA, typically, what that means is there's only one time in the year when fresh hops are harvested. And when they're harvested, there's a big portion of them that are literally sent into factories, crushed up, grounded up, and then turned into hop pellets. Okay? That's what most brewers are going to use in their home brews. So, for example, myself, that's typically what I'm going to use in my own home brews. Now, fresh hops, literally what they mean by wet or fresh hops is it's been plucked from the vine and brought to you in about less than 24 hours. So it's day old. It's got all the pure oils. It's not losing any of its flavor, any of its body, any of its content. Oh my God, I'm so excited. My mouth is watering.
Well, now that I'm about done playing Beer Bitch, if you wouldn't mind putting that up.
All right, guys. So this is our review of the Hangar 24 Wet Hop IPA. Let's drink some beer. Cheers. Wow. That doesn't taste like a 5.9 at all, huh?
No.
I mean, 5.9 is not super strong, but this is almost session worthy.
You really get that beautiful color to it.
Yeah, man. Actually, I got a ton of bubbles on mine, but you want to go ahead and hold it up for the camera.
Look at that.
Make sure you're not covering it with the logo on there.
A nice bubbling action.
Yeah. So check this out, guys. This is a nice, I don't know how it's showing up on camera, but this is a really nice, like, light tangerine almost color. It's orange, but golden. It's not super hazy. It's only probably hazy because the glass is cold. But wow. So what I want to do right now is I kind of want to walk you guys through the flavor profile. So first thing I want to do is think about aroma. So let's go ahead and swirl these bad boys up. When you swirl your beer, it releases oxygen. And any aromas that are sitting there, especially when you don't have head, because these have been resting a little while, being able to swirl it, you're going to pick up that aroma.
So you're saying it's good to have head?
It's always good to have head. You just don't want too much head, because then you're getting screwed out of some good beer. Anyways, aroma-wise, what would you guys say you're picking up here?
Light citrus notes?
Yeah, very light though. Very light.
Yeah, I would say that the hop aroma is actually pretty absent. You are getting a little bit, but actually, to be honest with you, I'm getting less hop and more malt.
And what would malt smell like?
Well, it depends on the type of malt you're using. This one in particular, I'm getting more of like a bready. You guys getting that bready? It's like a sweet bread, like a Wonder Bread. So maybe it's a mix between the citrus hops that are inside of this and that bready flavor of the malts.
Liquid cracker.
A liquid cracker. That's such a terrible description. I'm picturing like a saltine stirred in water. It smells better than that. Just
Liquid
a
white
heads up.
guy. Liquid white guy.
Okay, so
Yeah, but a cracker consists of yeast, right?
different yeast, man. Different yeast for different peeps. All
Is that a
right.
saying?
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, now it is.
For those of you who don't know, yeast is a type of fungus. There's actually thousands of different species of yeast. And there's yeast in breads, there's yeast in beers, there's yeast in all kinds of things. The yeast that are used in beer are very different from the yeast used in bread. So if we're going to sit here and talk about aroma, it's pretty clear that it's not a powerful aroma. It's pretty soft. So let's start with you, John. On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you give the aroma?
The aroma's got to be about a 2.
A
Really.
2.
Yeah, there's not a lot of aroma going on.
Okay, well
So-
you heard it. You heard it from John. It's a 2. How about you, Justin?
You're so mean, man. Give it a
Yeah.
5. It's still a fail, but it's a good fail. It's like I almost made it. I almost passed, but I still failed.
But what I was really looking for when I smell this, it's an IPA. I'm looking for that
That
hop.
heavy hop profile, yeah.
And I'm not getting that.
Jeff, what would you say?
Well, what I would say, based on what John's saying, is in the last few years, IPAs have really taken off. And some of the major hop varieties that have become really popular are the citrus varieties. And typically, especially through homebrewing, I've learned that depending on the different stages in which you add your hops, it's going to determine where that flavor comes out. So, for example, when it comes to the aroma, that's right at the end. And there are certain types of hop varieties that really promote a potent aroma. With this beer in particular, I'm not sure what hop variety they used. I feel like I did a little research on what they used, and it's not any of the hop varieties that I've used myself. They are not citrus varieties. So they're apparently not promoting good aromas. If I was going to rate it on a 1 to 10, I'm kind of with Justin. I think I'd put it at a 5. There's an aroma there. It smells good. It's not an unpleasant scent, but it's not very potent, and it's not telling you what you're about to drink. I mean, to be honest with you, as soon as you take the first sip, completely different beer than what you smell.
Absolutely.
So that's why I would give it a 5.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's move on to flavor profile. Let's go ahead and give this another taste, just so we can all be fresh in our palates. Cheers. And John, we'll go back to you.
So like Jeff was saying with the aroma, what you taste is definitely not in touch with the aroma. And so what I do get when I taste it is definitely that bitterness that I expect from an IPA, right? It's not a strong bitterness, but it's definitely there. It's delicious. It's amazing. If I gave it a rating of 1 to 10, I would give it a 10, truthfully. I think the taste is
Wow, from a 2 to a 10.
The aroma just wasn't
Extreme!
there. What I was expecting with the aroma wasn't there, but once I taste it, it's exactly what I would expect from an IPA. It's clean.
So,
it's-
on your opinion,
it's bitter.
this
it's
is
delicious.
This could not be fixed when it comes to flavor. This is the epitome of what you would want out of a
This is what I
IPA.
would want from an IPA.
So
Absolutely.
It
Wow.
averages out to a D grade. Congratulations.
It does. Yeah. So 12 divided by 20.
This ain't
right?
grade school, ladies and gents.
What about you, Justin?
Let's see. I mean, it is very drinkable. It is very flavorful. It has that great bitter flavor. However, it misses something. It's not special. I mean, it's like, it is special. It has that great flavor. But it's, I don't know, it's just lacking something for me. Maybe it's the scent. Maybe it's the aroma. Maybe it's I'm just expecting a little bit more. But I give it a solid 8. It's something I can drink. It's something I would want to drink again. It's better than Bud Light. Everything's better than Bud Light.
Everything is
Everything.
better than
Put-
Bud Light.
Put the Bud Light down.
So if I were to give this a verdict on flavor itself, hold on, I'm going to do one more.
Make it a good one.
Now you're just playing with it.
No, I'm just enjoying it. It's pretty clear. I think I mentioned it before. I love the flavor profile. See, I'm the type of guy that likes a bitter body with my IPAs and a nice clean finish. This is actually, believe it or not, it's pretty bitter throughout, but it's not overpowering. It keeps it steady the whole way through. So you're getting that mild bitter flavor the whole way through, and then you're getting the sweet, piney, all the good stuff from all the good hops. All the basic flavors that you would really want out of a good wet hopped IPA. And it keeps it balanced throughout. So it's consistent, it's clean, it's good. Out of 10, I would give it an 8. I would give it an 8. It is a great body for the beer. I mean, there are a few beers where just that flavor just bouquets. The thing with me is there are a lot of beers where you get that flavor, and the flavor, as soon as you take a sip, the flavor just blasts you. Like, it just hits you hard. It's a ton of flavor, and then when it comes to the finish, it's just fall short, because it's just like, to me, sometimes I think of beer like a fireworks show. Imagine if when you start, it's just a shit ton of fireworks that blow off. They're just going like crazy, and then all of a sudden, the last like few minutes, it's like just a little trickle down. Like every few minutes, there's a little firework that pops up. How exciting is that, right?
So you're saying it's sex without the finish?
For me, I'm sitting there and I'm saying, okay, like, don't get me wrong, with beer, it's a little bit different than fireworks, because that grand finale, you always want it much bigger. But for me, the grand finale is in the body. That is the most important aspect. And when it comes to that, I would say this hits it in spades. But it's not perfect. Now, the final part that we're going to rate is going to be the finish. All right? This part is pretty simplistic. So, John, go ahead and tell us what you think the finish is like, out of a 1 to 10.
I love the finish. Truthfully, if this beer gave me the aroma I wanted, it would be all 10s. It would be all 10s. But the body is delicious, and the finish is amazing. Like, it's exactly what I want. I taste the bitterness, I experience the hops, and then it's a nice, clean finish. And that's what I want. So then when I take the next drink, I taste the bitterness, I taste the hops, and it's a clean finish again. So I would definitely, and that's just me, but I would give it a 10 for sure.
Oh my God. 2, 10, 10. So a total of 22 from Mr. John Glass. All right, Justin, how about you?
Okay, so when I'm looking for a finish, I'm looking for something that you can savor a little bit, but doesn't last forever. So with this one, you're getting that finish, you're getting those bitter notes that last a long time. But you're also getting a little bit of that grapefruit finish, those citrusy flavors on your palate for a long time. So I'd give it a solid 7. It's not as great as the flavor and the texture of the beer that you get when you first taste it, but it's also not the aroma. So you get that little high from the flavor and the original drink, and then it lulls a little bit, but it's not that bad.
I like it. Solid score.
Jeff? Okay, mine was 17, if you're doing the math.
And Justin likes this beer, but he says it's sex without the finish.
All right. So, guys, the way that I would rate this when it comes to the finish, it's very much like Justin. I would agree with him in the fact that, you want a beer with a clean finish. When it comes to this beer, I would say, out of 10, I would give it, I would probably give it a 6. And the reason why I give it a 6 is not that it's bad. John is right in the fact that it has a very clean finish. It's smooth, it's tasty, it's awesome. But Justin's right in the fact that bitterness, it stays with you. I can still feel it on my palate right now. So if you ask me to order a salmon meal and I just had 2 of these, I am not going to get the flavor out of that salmon that I would be anticipating. So that hop body has basically killed my palate at this point. It hasn't killed it. It has left an impact on my palate. That's what I would say. So, for example, like we have our beer tastings every month and stuff like that. Like we're constantly trying new beers. If this was my first beer that I tried in the night and I'm trying 4, 5, 6 other beers, I would not be able to give you an accurate representation of what the other beers taste like because my palate has literally been blown out. But that's not necessarily a bad thing either. That is what IPAs are there for, that bitter hoppiness. They are supposed to do that. They're supposed to give you that oomph. I'm just saying, basically, the reason why I'm giving it that score is because it literally sticks with you. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time on Let's Have Some Beer. Cheers.